Hello friends, welcome to Healthy Living Fitter channel by Florence Straka. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to cook a white rice without a rice cooker, just on a stove top, and I will show you how I make my rice, and it comes out nicely and fresh and so good. So just stay with me as I put everything together and we'll see how it comes out. I will see you right back here. So the rice that I'm going to use today is it's called Botan Calrose Rice. I love this rice because I can use this rice for anything, for rice pudding, for jollof rice. It's very tasty and it's very sticky because I like sticky rice, and that's why I like this rice. Also, there is one special thing. This is non-GMO. You can see here it's non-GMO. So this is really good rice, and also it's specially selected. I just like the taste, the smell of the rice, the flavor that comes out of it. I like it. So this is what I use. I buy the bag because I am a rice lover. I eat rice. I can eat rice almost every day. And so I bought this bag. This is a 20-pound bag, and it will last me a long time. So I don't have to buy maybe little by little, just one bag, and I have that at hand anytime I want it. And so if you're interested or want to know where I buy this rice, I will leave a link below the description for you. If you're interested in this rice to try it, it is so good. It tastes good. It's very short, and you can see here, this is what it looks like. I like it. It's not like a long grain rice, but it's a little shorter, but it is white and it smells good. It has a nice texture when you cook it. So we are just going to cook this on a stove top. If you're interested in this, and you can buy it and try it yourself, and you will love it. I tell you, you'll love it. If you're a rice person, you'll love this rice. So I like to wash my rice before I cook it. Even though it smells nicely, I always wash them. So I'm gonna add water. In this, you can see it's enough. I'm now just gonna leave this in here just for until the water is boiling. Then I drain the rest and start cooking. So I have 4 cups of water in this pan, and I put it on high, the heat, and I'm going to boil the water until it started boiling before I put in the rice. I am going to add into the water. So I'm going to put in this salt. This is a basil salt seasoning, and I like to put this either in my soup, stew, or when I'm cooking rice. It gives us just a little flavor to that. So I am going to add 1 tablespoon, and then we're just going to let this boil. It's almost about to boil as well because it's on heat. So our water is almost about to boil or boiling. And I'm going to put in butter. This is the olive oil. So I put in 1 tablespoon of that into the water. Okay, and then the rice, I already drained it. So I am going to pour that in. I'm going to stir this, and I am just going to leave it out to boil very vigorously for 5 minutes before we cover it. So as it's boiling, you want to stir this maybe 2 or 3 times before the 5 minutes is up, before we are going to cover it, so it doesn't stick. And I did cover it because it was splatting. So I'm going to stir this again. I am going to cover it again, just halfway. Don't cover it all because it's going to overflow. It will boil over. So you just put it sideways. That will stop the splash, splashing everywhere. Alright, so you can see how boiling so hard. I'm going to stir again. And make sure it does not stick. This time I'm going to lower the heat. see the water is draining. And I'm gonna cover this again for just like 2 more minutes. Alright, so the water has really exceeded a little. Now we are going to stir nicely. Okay, so we cook this for 7 minutes on high heat, stirring occasionally so it doesn't stick. Next thing, now that the water has exceeded, what I'm going to do now is I am going to put a cling wrap on top of the rice. I use this is the cling wrap. I'm going to take some and then I am just going to fold this in half, and I am going to cover the top of the rice. The reason why I do this, so that we are going to cook this on a very, very low heat, so the heat will not evaporate. The heat, it will maintain, the heat will be underneath, so then the rice will cook from the bottom to the top, so we know everything will cook down nicely. So that's why I put the cling wrap on top, that can to retain the heat underneath so it doesn't evaporate, so it can cook all the rice on top as well. So once this is done, I'm going to cover this. And the heat is, this is just, I put it on 2 now, and it's just going to stay there. We have to cook this for at least 20 minutes. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to open this and stir one more time, and then cover it again and wait for another 10 minutes, and the rice should be cooked nicely and flaky, and it will be nice. So I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes is up, and we are going to stir this rice. You can see it's coming along nicely. You see it's cooking through all nice. So I am going to stir this. You can see, and this is why I like, because it's starchy, and you can see how it's coming along nicely, and it's going to cook nicely. And then we're going to cover this back with the wrap again, and then I'm going to cover this and cook it for another 10 minutes, all on low heat, so it doesn't stick or anything. It's going to stick a little, but that's all we want. All right, so our rice is done, and I'm just going to take the wrap off, and you can see how nicely it comes. It's sticky and it looks so nice, and the flavor from the rice is good. I like it. So you can use this for rice ball, and then jollof rice, plain rice, rice pudding. This is the rice I use because I love it. It's sticky, it's nice, it tastes good as well. So I'm going to transfer this in a bowl. All right, so I am going to just turn this over like this, and we can see how all the rice is all coming out. You can see this will last me a few days, because I eat rice a lot. And it just takes, all this will just take like 30 minutes to get it cooked. You can use a rice cooker, but for me, I like to cook my rice like this on the stove top. And this is the bottom. You can see it didn't stick too much, and I love that as well because it's crunchy, and I like the crunchiness. And just put this on the side here. You can see nicely. And I love this pan because nothing sticks inside at all. All right. Okay, so now that this rice is ready, you can see how nicely it looks. It's so white, sticky. And I am going to take a portion of this. So this is what I like. And I'm gonna taste this. And this rice can be eaten with any stew that you made. If you want to know, I made a stew, which is plain rice stew. I made a stew for jollof, and that stew can be eaten with anything else. And you can see this is the remaining stew that I made. If you want to know how to make this, there is a video that is going to be popping out right now for you. You can watch that to make your own stew. This can be eaten with anything: jollof rice, plain rice, yam, anything you cook. You can see our rice is ready with stew. And I'm going to give it a quick taste and we'll see how it tastes like with the stew. Alright friends, so I just finished cooking the plain rice. This is the white rice. We mostly call it plain rice. So this is white rice and the stew that I made in my earlier video. If you want to know how to make this stew, there is a video up there for you that you can watch how to make your own stew. So I'm going to give this a taste. It smells good, the rice and the stew. This tastes so good. The crunchiness from the bottom of the rice, I like those. And then the stew, the spicy in the stew, and then the flavor of the rice. Everything just combines so nicely. So this is how I cook my white rice on a stovetop. You can use a rice cooker, but for me, I just like to make my own thing, you know, everything from scratch, experience it, touch it myself and everything. So that's how this rice is done. If you want to learn how to make this rice, you can watch this video to make it, and I wish you would make this because it comes out nicely. And the rice that I use, I'll leave the link of the rice in the description of this video, so you can, if you want to try the rice, you can see it is very sticky, it tastes so nicely. And so that brings to the end of this video. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also like, share and comment. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as always. Thank you for watching my videos. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.